have to listen to me for any longer than 1 minute, because I'm excited that our apprentices not only are presenting this presentation, but they actually developed this as well. So I think it'll be a really interesting perspective, especially at an apprenticeship summit, to actually hear from the apprentices what their perspective is, why they're in these apprenticeship programs, how they're working through this, and what their goals are. Just as a very quickly though, high level, we're the German American Chamber of Commerce Pittsburgh chapter, the Germans. But you'll see that they're all going to speak English, so German is not a requirement for apprenticeship programs. We do have 6 registered apprenticeship programs. That's Mechatronics, Polymer Technician, CAD/CAM Technical Designer, Sales Engineer, EV Automotive Technician, and Chem Lab Technician. In this presentation, we have 3 programs represented from our 6, so 50%. We also have a registered pre-apprenticeship program that are more on the manufacturing and technology side, but we are registering a pre-apprenticeship program for our EV Automotive Technician as well. And so that's just a very, very high level of our program. We do have some flyers in the exhibit hall if you're curious about any one of our programs. So I just, at this point, would like to not talk anymore, because I'm just a middle-aged woman that really has a whole other perspective of why I'm here. So I would like to turn it over. We have Noah, Jenna, Matt, and Hayden, and they'll actually introduce themselves as they go through this presentation. So thank you for, again, putting the time in and presenting, and I hope everyone enjoys their perspective.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's get started, everyone. What is the GACC apprenticeship? This is a registered apprenticeship, so it's typical from a different apprenticeship. The registered means like it has to be approved by the state government and things like that. Your training is guided by an experienced mentor or journeyman. So this person has plenty of experience in their field and really understands the depths in every material that they do in their field. As well as this apprenticeship will get you recognized certifications like journeyman papers, associate's degree, college certificates, and journeyman certificates that are global recognizable.
Some statistical facts. In 2024, 94% of registered apprentices were retained in employment 6 months after completing their program. That's compared to the 69.6% of bachelor degree graduates. The retention rate in 2024 for the GACC was 87%, and the GACC covers the cost of tuition, leaving you debt-free. I'm Matt Russell. I'm a sales engineer at Rayco International. I started there at the end of April, where I began shadowing our regional sales engineer. Began developing quotes, learned how to communicate professionally to customers, involved in monthly sales meetings to forecast new ideas. I was given the opportunity to give a presentation to our headquarters in Schwelm, Germany, about how I gather leads for our sales reps. I spent 2 months on our shop floor, learning how our actuators are built, painted, and tested before being sent to operate. I've also been given the responsibility to manage a Pacific Northwest territory.
So, hi everyone, I'm Genovesa Miller. I'm a polymer process technician at GACC. GACC is a vinyl manufacturing company. I officially started my apprenticeship on July 7th. I assist with new hire onboarding and provide them their safety orientations. I've completed just a few of my departments in training, so areas like our compound lab, our quality lab, and tool and maintenance. I'm currently in our tool and die shop, and I've just now left there to go up to our fine tuning. And then I chose to do an apprenticeship because I went to a trade school and I realized my knowledge grew so much quicker and faster when I had the hands-on experience with this learning. And then the classes I've taken so far, I just started my apprenticeship, so I've only have 2 so far down, are Intros into Electricity and then Mechatronics and Industry 4.0.
I'm Noah Livingood. I'm a polymer process technician at Becca Inc. I started my apprenticeship July 24th of 2023. I'm currently finishing my GACC apprenticeship. I've completed a combined total of 3,000 hours throughout my departments of my company. I've completed my level 1 and level 3 operator training for plastic extrusion. I'm currently in the maintenance department and I'm pursuing a career in maintenance. Because of that, I had an opportunity for a role that was created for me to work in the lamination department.
Hi, I'm Hayden Shoemaker. I'm a Mechatronics Technician at Hercules USA. We're a roll grinder manufacturer, and I started at Hercules June 24th, 2024 as a co-op student, and I started my pre-apprenticeship with GACC. Since starting, I've began the apprenticeship, and then I started in quality control, and I was working on using precise and set measurement equipment, and then I worked in the machine shop to create the parts that we make our machines with, and then I worked on mechanical assembly of our machines, and now I'm working on the electrical and software side of our machines. Oh, and the pre-apprenticeship that was mentioned beforehand. In high school, I was a co-op student at a tech school, and I started my co-op, but they introduced me to the GACC at Hercules, where I started the pre-apprenticeship, and it basically allows you to go to school half the day and then work half the day. You'll get paid the full time, you have the opportunity to take tests like the MT1, and you can get up to 6 college credits from CCAC before you start your actual apprenticeship.
So, what does the training look like? As an apprentice, you work Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And Fridays you have school from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sometimes hours could vary depending on what classes you're taking. Your work hours consist of hands-on training for job-specific skills. For me, this was the process of learning extrusion, learning how to run the tool, learning how to polish the dies. It's different for everyone, as you know. I went through each department, like I said, completed a certain set amount of hours. That's how it's going to be with the apprenticeship. Because of this, I had a better understanding of how my company works, and I was able to take that and use it to my advantage. Going through each department, I know how the process is ran. And what your school hours would look like consist of. School hours consisted of lectures and hands-on training. Typically, your classes were 6 to 8 weeks long. At school, you would learn the theory behind the training that you're doing and how to safely work hands-on with that training. You would break into groups to do hand-on training, and you were graded by the work that you were doing on those labs. And because of this, I was able to advance my team collaboration skills and my team communication skills.
The benefits of an apprenticeship program. So you'll be working in a shop floor and you'll be getting hands-on experience in whatever you're doing while you're earning an income learning. And you'll meet people from the GACC, co-workers, bosses who will help you along the way. And at the end of it, you'll earn credentials such as your associate's degree or journeyman papers.
Expectations of an apprentice: having strong work ethic by showing up on time, keeping a positive attitude and producing quality work. It's just a lot of the little things that matter. Showing consistent progress, volunteering for tasks even if they're out of your comfort zone, showing commitment. GACC and all of your colleagues are investing a lot of time in you, so you should give the same in return. Showing the willingness to learn, just asking questions, taking constructive criticism on all your work, whether it's good or bad. Having accountability and being able to adapt, because as you all know, no 2 days are the same, so just be ready for whatever comes.
Supports that will help you succeed in your program. You have to be personally motivated and dedicated. This program isn't gonna go anywhere without yourself. You have to make it a point, like Matt said, no 2 days are gonna be the same. You wanna show consistent improvement in yourself. Fellow classmates, me, Matt, and Hayden all go to class together, and we always are collaborating and bringing up ideas and being very communicative. The GACC has been incredibly helpful, always calling when, like anytime I call, they're always there. Strong communication. Your days are changing endlessly. You might be at one school, like for CCAC, we have 2 locations, so you have to move locations at a certain time, but you might be returning to your first location. And then, as well as being uncomfortable situations, you're not gonna be in every day, like your every day is not gonna look the same. You're gonna be working with new people, you're gonna see new people every day. You have to be kind of like a team player, make sure everybody's on your team, and just show up with a good attitude.
My most challenging experience so far is just learning about all of our different types of actuators, sensors, and motors, and as well to accurately prepare quotations. There's just a lot of different things that go into that because all of our actuators are custom.
So with Becca's apprenticeships, they normally take in-home people, so fellow workers that have been working there previously. I came as an outsider from Becca, so I'm learning how Becca's whole company works, working with new people that I'm not involved with, but Becca has made it very easy and adaptable. Colleagues are amazing, they help me out, they're always there when I need something.
The biggest challenge I have in the workplace is switching between shops. So every 2 to 3 months, I will switch jobs, and I'll be working on something completely new. I'll be learning a whole new process throughout like that time that I'm in there. And I'm still actively dealing with that all the time because I've just switched into a new department 2 weeks ago, and I'm learning all of that stuff right now. But it's complicated to learn a whole new thing every once in a while.
I'm kind of in the same boat as him. I've been in maintenance a little over a year now, but I've never had any prior electrical experience. So probably the hardest thing that I'm struggling with right now is learning the electrical aspect of maintenance. But my work offers a lot of trainings, and same with GACC, the classes, so it's helped me through that a lot. And I look forward to starting another program through Newcastle School of Trades to learn more electrical.
And my most rewarding experience so far is just having great coworkers, support from everyone from the GACC, getting to familiarize myself in the business world, because not many people our age are given that opportunity.
My most rewarding experience has been getting a free education. That means, that's a huge thing, especially for some people who are dealt an unfortunate hand. And then as well as my career path can take many different roads, especially with Becca. At the end of my apprenticeship with Becca, they allow me to pick what department I like the best, and I can choose where I want to be at the end of the day, which is amazing, and I can't wait to get there eventually.
The part that's been the most rewarding for me throughout the apprenticeship has been the people I've met along the way. Every single person has helped. I mean, there's the GACC, they help with everything, the schooling. I can get in contact with them anytime I need. My bosses are always there. I could walk into the president's office and ask him a question if I really needed it there. I've met only good people through this program.
I would say that my most rewarding experience was completing my level 3 operator test. Coming out of high school, I had no idea what I was going to be doing, and I kind of like doubted myself what I was going to be doing. So being able to do that, I was really excited. I was able to go home and share that success with my family. So that was definitely one of my greatest accomplishments.
And these are all of our locations, and then you can't really see that top middle one, but those are all of the GACC locations as well.
You guys have any questions?
Please go